Shortness of breath is not always just tiredness or anxiety. When your body lacks oxygen, your heart, lungs, and brain may send warning signs early. Welcome to the FreshFuel Guide. Low blood oxygen is not just a passing feeling of tiredness or mild breathlessness. When your body is not getting enough oxygen, the heart, lungs, and brain may begin sending warning signs such as shortness of breath, rapid breathing, fast heart rate, confusion, or bluish lips. In this video, you and Emma will explore 6 warning signs of low blood oxygen that you should not ignore. Number 1. Shortness of breath or air hunger. Shortness of breath is the first and often the most noticeable sign when the body is not getting enough oxygen. It may feel like you cannot take a deep breath, have to work harder to breathe, or become breathless even during light activity. The dangerous part is that many people explain it away as tiredness, anxiety, poor sleep, or aging. The body, naturally, gets blamed like an overworked office employee. When blood oxygen levels drop, the brain signals the respiratory system to work harder and bring in more oxygen. But if the cause comes from the lungs, heart, anemia, infection, or something more serious, simply breathing faster may not be enough to correct the low oxygen state. That is why shortness of breath should not be ignored, especially when it appears suddenly, gets worse, or feels very different from your normal breathing. Pay closer attention if shortness of breath comes with chest pain, bluish lips or fingernails, dizziness, fainting, confusion, high fever, severe cough, or the feeling that you cannot finish a sentence. These signs may suggest that the body needs medical evaluation soon. If shortness of breath is severe or sudden, seek medical help immediately. Shortness of breath is a clear warning from the body, but it is not the only sign. Sometimes, even before you feel extremely breathless, your breathing pattern may begin to change, and that is the next warning sign to watch. Number 2. Fast, shallow, or hard to control breathing. Fast breathing does not always come from anxiety or overexertion. When blood oxygen is low, the body may try to compensate by increasing the breathing rate, as if the lungs are working an extra shift to pull more oxygen into the blood. But if breathing becomes fast, shallow, and hard to control even when you are resting, it may be a sign that the body is under real stress. When oxygen levels drop, the respiratory system often responds by increasing your breathing rate. The problem is that fast, shallow breaths do not always move enough air deep into the lungs. A person may feel dizzy or lightheaded, unable to finish a full sentence, or even more breathless the harder they try to breathe. This is no longer the normal feeling of being a little tired that many people tend to ignore. The context matters. If fast breathing happens after running, climbing stairs, or a brief moment of stress, it may improve with rest. But if you are sitting still and still breathing quickly, with chest pain, bluish lips, confusion, extreme weakness, or the feeling that you cannot control your breathing rhythm, seek medical help immediately. The body does not send strong signals like this just so we can sit around guessing. A popular but deeply unwise human hobby. Fast breathing is a sign that the lungs may be working harder than usual. And when the lungs speed up to find more oxygen, the heart may get pulled into the situation too. That is why the next warning sign to watch for is a fast heartbeat or unusual palpitations. Number 3. Fast heart rate or palpitations. Do not quickly dismiss a fast heartbeat as normal just because it can happen after exercise, stress, too much caffeine, dehydration, or poor sleep. It becomes more concerning when your heart rate rises unexpectedly while resting, especially if it's accompanied by shortness of breath, dizziness, or chest pain. In that case, your body may be trying to compensate for low oxygen. When blood oxygen is low, the heart has to work harder to deliver oxygen-rich blood to the brain, muscles, and vital organs. As a result, the heart rate may rise, creating palpitations, pounding, or the feeling that your heart is racing in your chest. This is the body's way of trying to keep things running. But if the cause of low oxygen is not corrected, the heart may be placed under greater strain. What deserves attention is that a concerning fast heart rate often comes with other signs. If your heart is racing, you have shortness of breath, fast breathing, bluish lips, confusion, fainting, unusual weakness, or chest pain, do not sit around waiting to see if it passes. It may be a signal that a medical evaluation is needed soon. The phrase, "it is probably just tiredness," can sometimes be a very dangerous delay tactic, even though humans use it with surprising confidence. A fast heartbeat can be a signal that the body is trying to compensate for low oxygen. But when oxygen levels in the brain start to decline, the next warning sign becomes even more concerning: slower thinking, poor focus, or unusual confusion. Number 4. Confusion, poor focus, or disorientation. A change in thinking can sometimes be even more concerning than feeling breathless. When blood oxygen drops, the brain is one of the first organs affected because it needs a constant oxygen supply to maintain alertness, memory, focus, and normal responses. If someone suddenly becomes foggy, struggles to understand questions, answers slowly, speaks incoherently, or does not recognize where they are, it should not be dismissed as just tired. Low oxygen can make the brain work less efficiently, leaving the person feeling as if they are moving through a fog. They may have trouble focusing, forget what just happened, fail to complete simple tasks, or become disoriented. In older adults, this sign is especially easy to mistake for fatigue, poor sleep, or normal aging, and that is the dangerous trap. The body sometimes sends a clear alarm. Humans are just oddly talented at explaining it away. The key is sudden change. If confusion is accompanied by shortness of breath, rapid breathing, a rapid heartbeat, bluish lips, chest pain, high fever, fainting, or unusual sleepiness, seek medical help immediately. This may be a sign that the brain is not getting enough oxygen or that another serious problem needs urgent evaluation. When the brain starts sending unusual signals, the situation is no longer simple. But there is one sign that is even more visible, something you can see with your own eyes and should take very seriously: lips, skin, or fingernails turning bluish. Number 5. Bluish lips, skin, or fingernails. Lips, skin, or fingernails turning bluish should be taken very seriously. This is not a small change to brush off as probably just cold or probably the room lighting. When a bluish color is clearly visible, especially on the lips or fingertips, it may suggest that the blood is not carrying enough oxygen to the tissues. And yes, the body does not change color just for fun. This is often called cyanosis. It may happen when the lungs are not bringing enough oxygen into the blood. The heart is not pumping blood effectively. The airway is blocked, or a serious problem is affecting oxygen exchange. This sign becomes even more concerning if it is accompanied by shortness of breath, rapid breathing, a rapid heartbeat, confusion, chest pain, fainting, or extreme weakness. Waiting to see whether it improves may cost valuable time. The important point is not to judge by one area only. In some people, cyanosis may be more noticeable on the lips, tongue, fingernails, or around the fingertips. If a bluish color appears suddenly, spreads, or is accompanied by any danger signs, seek medical help immediately. This is one of the most visible signals that the body may not be getting enough oxygen. Abnormal color in the lips, skin, or fingernails is a very clear warning, but low oxygen does not always appear this dramatically. Sometimes, the final sign is much quieter. The body becomes unusually tired, weak, and normal activities suddenly feel much harder than they should. Number 6. Unusual fatigue or weakness. Fatigue is very easy to dismiss because anyone can feel tired after a long day, poor sleep, or overworking. But when weakness appears suddenly, worsens with only light activity, or is accompanied by shortness of breath, rapid breathing, or a fast heartbeat, the story changes. It may be the body's way of warning that the muscles and organs are not getting enough oxygen to function normally. When blood oxygen is low, the muscles may not receive enough oxygen to produce energy efficiently. Familiar activities such as walking around the house, climbing a few stairs, showering, or talking for a while may suddenly feel much harder. A person may feel exhausted, weak in the arms or legs, dizzy, or need to rest repeatedly, even though they could do these things normally before. This is not the kind of tiredness that simply disappears with a short break if it appears suddenly or keeps getting worse. What matters is whether fatigue is accompanied by other signs. If weakness is accompanied by chest pain, severe shortness of breath, bluish lips, confusion, fainting, a very fast heartbeat, or low oxygen readings, if you have a pulse oximeter, seek medical help immediately. Do not try to push through a little longer just because going to the doctor feels inconvenient. The body does not send extreme weakness, so we can prove mental toughness. It is asking to be checked. Unusual fatigue can be a subtle sign of low blood oxygen, especially when it occurs alongside breathing, heart, or brain-related warning signs. If you find this content helpful, subscribe to FreshFuel Guide to keep receiving science-backed, easy to understand, and practical health guidance every week. And right after this comes the most important part, the ultimate health hack. This is where we bring together how to recognize dangerous situations and reveal 3 mistakes to avoid. Treating shortness of breath as normal, using a pulse oximeter incorrectly, and waiting too long, even when clear warning signs are already present. When it comes to low blood oxygen, the most dangerous issue is not a single symptom, but several warning signs appearing together and worsening quickly. Shortness of breath, rapid breathing, a rapid heartbeat, confusion, bluish lips, and unusual weakness together may signal that the body is not getting enough oxygen. If you have a pulse oximeter at home, measure when your hands are warm. Sit still for a few minutes. Remove nail polish if needed, and place your finger correctly. Do not panic over one strange reading. Check again after a few minutes and look at the trend. But if your oxygen level is 92% or lower, Medline Plus recommends contacting a healthcare provider. If it drops to 88% or lower, seek medical care immediately. This is not the time to Google 10 more articles as if the internet can put oxygen into your lungs. There are 3 mistakes to avoid. The first mistake is treating shortness of breath, rapid breathing, or a rapid heartbeat as normal when they occur at rest or worsen quickly. The second mistake is using a pulse oximeter incorrectly and trusting a single number too much. The third mistake is waiting too long when danger signs appear, such as bluish lips, confusion, chest pain, fainting, severe shortness of breath, or unusual extreme weakness. If these signs appear suddenly or get worse, seek medical help right away. This content helps you recognize warning signs early, but it does not replace a doctor or emergency care. So which sign do you think is easiest to overlook? Shortness of breath, fast heartbeat, or unusual exhaustion? Comment on one of those 3 choices below. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.